Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One. Got some information to share with you. This is coming from the National Terrorism Advisory System, and it's a bulletin that was issued by DHS. Summary of terrorism-related threats to the United States. The United States remains in a heightened threat environment. Lone offenders and small groups, motivated by a range of ideological beliefs and personal grievances, continue to pose a persistent and lethal threat to the homeland. Both domestic violent extremists, and they call them DVEs, and those associated with foreign terrorist organizations continue to attempt to motivate supporters to conduct attacks in the homeland, including through violence extremist messaging and online calls for violence. In the coming months, factors that could mobilize individuals to commit violence include those perceptions of the 2024 general election cycle, legislative or judicial decisions pertaining to social political issues. Likely targets of potential violence includes U.S. critical infrastructure, faith-based institutions, individuals, or events associated with LGBTQIA+ communities, schools, racial and ethnic minorities, and government facilities and personnel, including law enforcement. This bulletin was issued actually just less than an hour ago. Additional information. In May of 2023, the now deceased individual killed 8 and injured 7 others in an outlet mall in Allen, Texas. Law enforcement continues to investigate the motive behind the attack, but initial reports suggest the attacker's fixation on mass shootings and held views consistent with racial or ethnic motivation. Also, in March of 2023, a now deceased individual shot and killed 6 people at a Christian elementary school in Nashville, Tennessee. Law enforcement continues to investigate the motives behind the attacks and has indicated the individual studies other mass murderers. Now, in the earlier part, they said, threats could be against the LGBTQ community, but wasn't that an actual LGBTQ person that shot up that Christian school? Also, in March of 2023, an RMVE driven by the belief in the superior of the white race was arrested and charged with the alleged attempts to use an improvised incendiary device to burn down a church in Ohio that was planning to host a drag theme event. In February 2023, 2 RMVs driven by a belief in the superiority of the white race was arrested and are now awaiting trial for plotting an attack against an electrical substation in Maryland. These arrests follow a series of recent attacks against electrical infrastructures, which some DVEs have praised and leveraged to call for more attacks on critical infrastructure. Since spring of 2022, alleged DVEs in Georgia has cited anarchist violence extremists, animal rights environmental violent extremists, and anti-law enforcement sentiment to justify criminal activity in opposition to a planned public safety training facility in Atlanta. Criminal acts have included the alleged shooting and assault targeting law enforcement and property damage targeting the facilities, construction companies, and financial institutions which are involved with this planned facility. Meanwhile, foreign terrorists continue to use media to call for lone offender attacks in the West, condemning U.S. foreign policy and attempt to expand their reach and grow global support network. Most recently, in January of 2023, an individual from Maine who was inspired by a variety of foreign terrorist content was charged with a federal crime for an attack on a New York City Police Department officer during New Year's Eve celebration in Times Square. So this will just let you see what they're working on. Basically, what they're basically saying, there could be a threat out there, and we need to be ready. But I will be honest with you. I actually fear Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the CIA, more than I fear real terrorist threats. So, take it for what it's worth. I'll put the link so you can keep an eye on this site. It's a good site to know where it is on the internet. Thanks for watching.